Hayden was a dark horse in the business, and although he wasn't as successful as Jared now, he wasn't far behind and had a bright future ahead of him. With Jeremy and Cole at her side, things were looking up. But what Cole predicted finally happened. Images of the blue Audi hitting Makenna were all over the news, and the comments underneath were all cursing Amber for her viciousness. Makenna became the victim, and Jared became the one being tricked by Amber. The tide was turning fast, and as it continued, the police should be at the door. Someone from the board of directors of the Goldstone Company quickly called Amber to say that the influence was huge, and that if she didn't deal with it soon, it could affect the company's benefits. Cole snickered, a bunch of cunning old foxes. How could Amber affect the company's benefits when it wasn't even announced that she is a shareholder? They're all just threatening her and trying to step over her. Jeremy, who had been staring at the footage posted online, furrowed his brows. A professional would know at a glance that the video was edited. The problem is that the public opinion is so overwhelming that the people's eyes are clouded. Thinking that Jared was shameless enough to put out the forged video, Cole taunted, "Amber, you do have a bad taste. How did you fall for such a nasty guy? I think he and Makenna were made for each other. Both of them are bitches." Amber stared expressionlessly at the video and slowly lowered her eyes. Cole thought that his words had irritated her and suddenly rubbed his nose sheepishly. Ahem. "I didn't mean to taunt you. I'm just glad you woke up early, and thankfully, we were prepared and got the video footage from 6 years ago in advance." Amber looked up, met Jeremy's worried face, and then smiled. "Jared could even divorce me for Makenna. What else can he do? I'm not surprised." Cole suddenly got excited. "We have the real footage anyway. Why don't we send it out right now to clear things up and embarrass them?" "Wait." Amber had other plans and raised an eyebrow towards Cole. "Tomorrow is the 1st. I heard you say earlier that the Gardner family is throwing a party for Makenna to celebrate her recovery. Is that right?" "Yeah, you're going?" She smiled. "Not only am I going, but I'm bringing over a big present." Cole and Jeremy looked at each other for a few seconds and smiled knowingly. Meanwhile, at the Farrells' mansion, Jared stared at the trending news and frowned tightly. Ben stood warily beside him. "Mr. Farrell, I didn't do this. Someone must have spread it on purpose. Do you need me to get someone to take it down from the internet?" "No need." Jared pursed his lips with mixed emotions in his eyes. "It must have been done by someone from the Gardner family." Ben got it. The Gardner family deliberately exposed the video to crush Amber. If Jared helped her, the Gardner family would not be happy. Mr. Farrell did not want to offend his future father-in-law because of Amber. "Then this matter. Don't worry about it." Jared turned his phone off, looked up, and asked, "Has the Corazon Azul arrived yet?" Ben nodded. "It arrived yesterday. I got Miss Gardner's name engraved on it as you told me to." "Well, you can leave now." Jared looked down and pressed his temples, and his head hurt even more when he saw the divorce certificate inside the bin. The Trident Group was well known in Oakmore City. When the Gardner family was holding a party for their daughter, the guests invited were mostly from the upper class, so naturally, there were some people who wanted to climb the ladder to get a glimpse of Makenna. Trenton and his wife wandered through the crowd with smiles on their faces. He was an elegant, middle-aged man with a bearded chin, and his wife was a typical noblewoman. The sound of a piano slowly started to play. As the crowd looked on, Makenna, dressed in a green gown, sat gracefully and calmly at the piano. She was the one playing, like a beautiful swan that had attracted everyone's attention. After the song, Jared emerged from the crowd and took Makenna's hand. The two looked like a perfect match. Trenton was all smiles. "Thank you all for joining us today. Apart from celebrating my daughter's recovery, today, I have another big announcement to make." His eyes skimmed across the crowd and finally focused on Jared. "Jared Farrell, the president of the Farrell Group, will be my son-in-law." As he finished, the crowd roared. Everyone knew about Mr. Farrell's divorce, and now he was the son-in-law of the Gardner family. And when they thought of the video that hit the news yesterday, people couldn't help but sigh. What does a perfect match mean in terms of social and economic status? Jared was a handsome and elegant man, and Makenna graceful and poised. They looked great together. He took out a golden box, opened it, and got down on one knee in front of Makenna. It went without saying that he was going to propose. Makenna was surprised and covered her mouth in disbelief. At the moment Jared spoke, Makenna, will. Suddenly, an untimely laugh interrupted Jared. "I'm so sorry, guys. I'm late." The voice. Jared's gaze turned unfathomable at the moment when he turned his head to look. Amber, who was dressed in a sexily stunning way, sashayed slowly into the hall, followed by Cole and Jeremy. People were surprised to see her. Everyone in the room knew that she was Jared's ex-wife. Yet she appeared at this moment. Seeing that her son's proposal was disturbed, Shauna suddenly jumped out and pointed at Amber, snapping, "Who let you in? Get out." Cole spoke with his arms crossed. "We're here for Miss Gardner's party." When? Trenton stopped Shauna, who was about to speak, and eyed Amber. He had passed the age of being impulsive, but the smile on his face was noticeably lighter. "I didn't send you an invitation, but you're welcome here. The Gardner family welcome you. She's the one who had caused my daughter's car accident?" The first time Mrs. Gardner saw Amber, she found that the person gave her a strange feeling, but she could not tell what was strange. Then she remembered that this was the person who had almost killed Makenna. Mrs. Gardner's face turned completely livid, and she couldn't keep her composure anymore. "Miss Reed, I still haven't settled my score with you from 6 years ago. How dare you show up at my house?" Please download Novels Ago and search the code in the upper left corner to continue reading.